Hey guys, Jay here and Wave 28 Simulacrum, and I just want to showcase a little bit the state of the current character. This is a Pathfinder cast when stun build, or also I normally call it the lazy build or the AFK build. You have no button, you are trying to just stand in one place and clear Simulacrum pretty much. You move a couple of times per wave, depend on the layout, but that is it. The only button that I'm able to press is actually Flame Dash, and I am actually having this Plague Bearer on automation, so it just turns on and off over and over and over again. It has it deals a little bit of damage, right? Because in the you will see the value of the Plague Bearer here. It will hover, and it just basically deals more dot damage, like all the time, right? So the build, what has changed? The most significant thing that I want to mention immediately is a piece of information that has been wrong, right, and then wrong, and now right again. So Spell Cascade and Desecrate. Previously, I just realized, well, while I was playing, that my Desecrate linked to Spell Cascade does not create more than 5 corpses per cast with Spell Cascade. Before that, last league, we always has been linking the Desecrate to Spell Cascade, and it was able to summon more than 5 corpses, up to 10, up to 12, depend on your skill tree. By default, it is 10, right? Well, like 2-3 days ago, I tested, and then I realized it is not working, right? But right now, well, it is working again. And I don't find any information from GGG regarding this issue. You know what? To make things a little bit faster, I will try to lure a little monster into the closest here. Right? So I'm not gonna lie, I am having single target problem, right? With the current build, I even swapped out the shield, the Dawnbreaker, which is a huge tank shield, for a second consuming dark, so I can improve. Sorry, Lucio recording. This guy is the one who, you know, just realized that this Lucio is the one who found out that Desecrate is working with the Spell Cascade again, right? So that makes, like, it is actually a huge change in terms of gem setup. Currently, I am testing out with the Desecrate linked to Cast when Stun, of course, Spell Cascade, of course, and then currently I'm putting Steel Skin here. I mean, it's a guard skill. I'm not sure if it is helping that much. I'm still testing out. But the worst case scenario, if this is not too valuable, I mean, we can use Immortal Coil because we have the Endurance charges. We can use just another skill like Storm, Firestorm Pelting for a bunch of hits. Why is that important? Well, because, well, in cases like this, there's actually only coasts nearby, so he is not triggering a lot of cast when stunned, and the more hits that we are able to generate to him, the more Wither stack we are able to apply to him. And so that is actually very, very huge. We want to have a lot of hits on him, and so currently I still have the Tornado. I have the Voice Sphere for the a little bit extra hit, but mostly for the hinder. And also I currently having the Cremation of Volcano, and it will just constantly shooting out, as you see here, the little projectile that's gonna just consistently shooting out projectile and just add extra hit. This extra hit can apply Wither with 25% chance from the Pathfinder Ascendancy, and then it also can apply life gain on hit from the Watcher's Eye, which is pretty nice. Very, very noticeable in single target fighting, but not too important if it's you know, you are surrounded. I mean, it's still a very nice setup, right? So we have Steel Skin here, right? This cast when stun, I actually am trying out Despair and Enfeeble. Despair is quite obvious for damage in this stage, Punishment is not as strong of a defensive curse as Enfeeble, and not as strong of an offensive curse as Despair. But in the case where you actually reach the endgame version of this build, which is going to be using the original sin as the second ring, with the original sin, the enemy's resistance is always 0. Their chaos resistance is always 0. You cannot increase it, you cannot reduce it to below 0. So actually the despair is not going to do much. It's going to add like nothing. So we are going to add the punishment back to the build, replacing the despair if it is the end game version. And that is going to be a useful curse again for damage. And why am I not using temp chain? Well, temp chain also slow down the enemy. The enemy is slow, they hit me less often and less cast when stunned. Basically, it will be very noticeable in this case. It's like we fight Kosis over here, right? Is there any extra monster that I can try to grab? Okay, cool. Okay, we have a lot more monster here, so it should be just faster a little bit. You should use this tactic to deal with closest, especially if you have like Omniphobia. If you see Omniphobia, you should not like try to fight him immediately. In this case, where we are like undergeared, just try to look around and see if you find closest. If these two bosses are stacked together, it's easier to kill closest. Omniphobia normally is not a problem, right? He is some big dude that's just constantly hitting you. Relatively slow, but he always hit you, and he does not regen. He does not have like extra ES on top, like something like that. So Kosis is actually the big target that we want to kill. And here we are, right? So let's see any other thing. Oh, I changed a little bit on the setup that of how we are going to deal with crit, basically. So this one I have, you either use Doppelganger's Guise here, or this chest is too rare. It's not expensive, but it's quite rare. You can use Cloak of Flame. Ideally, you would like the 50% reduced extra damage from critical strike here, right? Why I take this, so I have 80% reduced extra damage from critical, right? So I remove the enemy's poison, but you cannot deal critical strike. Why do I do that? Because I use these boots. If the enemy is critting me, then they, receive the grasping vine, and then I receive extra grasping vine, which is extra less damage taken, which is extra tankiness, which is very nice. If I use the poison mastery for dealing with crit, it basically nullifies the effect from this boots. And whenever the enemy is poisoned, they will deal like this can roll to actually 50% reduce extra damage from crit. So you can even rely on this one if you have a max roll one. I am still using the +2 sucker gem here. I think this one is okay. And so yeah, with this particular setup, I am able to receive crit again to trigger the extra grasping vine for some less damage taken. And while also I am, still pretty much immune to crit because I have more than 100% reduced crit damage. Right, that is all the changes from the last session, I believe. Beside that, basically I just level up a little bit and just take one mastery here for poison inflict damage 20% faster. The next couple of levels, I feel like I am having enough damage, so I probably am gonna do this point, right? So for faster, and then I can take, if I want to, I can take the mastery here, or maybe I can get this one as the last part, 1, 2, and then the mastery 3 here, so I can take an extra point for physical damage from hits taken as chaos, right? This point can be removed. I don't need an extra endurance charges. it is probably just the best one that I can grab right away. But once I am level 100, which is 5 more levels, I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 6 points, because we reduce 1 point from this. That is going to be my end game tree, probably. This one monster is preventing me from finishing the wave, isn't it? It's probably, yeah, there's probably like, this is like the worst possible layout that we can have for a simulacrum. It is very, very spread out. It has a lot of corners. And yeah, I hate this layout the most. And let's do, I think this one is probably the last. I'm not gonna price check that. Yeah, this one is wave 30. Let's do it. I mean, currently, we still, you know, probably should have a little bit more tankiness, and that is very, very easy. It's just a matter of farming. It's just a matter of currency, because we are gonna upgrade this normal amethyst flask into the progenesis. And with the progenesis and with this exact setup, I can confidently say that there is no random death. There is no more random death in the simulacrum, basically. Also, we are gonna eventually replace this sulfur flask with the bottle of faith. And with bottle of faith, we have more damage, right? At least that is the most like glaring, easy upgrade, easy to understand, straightforward. It's just about money, and you either have a lot of money or you need to farm a lot of money, right? So yeah, those are the things. Oh, I actually am farming phobia, which is not good. Where is Kosis? Is there a Kosis? There better be a fucking Kosis here. Yes, there is. He is. Only phobia is dead, right? Okay. Lovely. So Kosis is the only thing that is left. Well, perfect fight, right? This is perfect. This is perfect. Sorry about that. My throat is still killing me. Let's check the logs. 165% as extra code. That is bad. With 10% code, of course. But since the time where I put Enfeeble back and used it along with Despair, so far I have not died. Before I used Despair and Punishment for like the most amount of damage possible from the curses, then well, you know, sometimes I still get one-shotted. If I get the Progenesis, I will probably try to put back the Punishment as well. Because we gain extra tankiness from the Progenesis, and we just need enough, right? We just need enough. We don't need to be like overly tanky, and so we can invest the rest of the effort into trying to make the damage much, much better, basically. Let me see. Yeah, this one doesn't have any. So yeah, it's gonna take like 1 or maybe at most 2 more rotation, right? But it's gonna be okay. As you can see, this current state, we are able to do simulacrum AFK already, but the problem is it's just a little bit slow, right? If you are fine with, you know, a little bit slower pace, just chill, you just do something else on your second monitor, like watch Netflix or something like that, well, you can do it at this stage. And I have a very, very good news for you. This particular item is now around 20 divine, maybe less. It is going down in price. I bought it just yesterday for 40 divine, and some people try to mock me. It's not nice, right? But you know, I'm very happy. I don't regret buying this item at all, because it just, if I don't buy the item yesterday, I might not even be playing this build right now. But because I decided to buy the item when I can afford it with all my money, well, hey, this is the build that I really, really like. And as you can see, we just finished wave 3. Slightly low, slow on the speed, but it's okay. We can improve further. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else I want to mention in this video that's going to be important. Oh, with two consuming dark. There's a big change on the gem setup as well. So we are now running Castman Stun with the related chain reaction on the main skill, right? And Awaken Unbound Element still. Now we are running Awaken Deadly Element. This one is like 35 chaos for level 1. If you do Simulacrum, just run a level, just get a level 1. You will level it up very quickly. Awaken Chaos Damage is still here. I level up to 3. Awaken Elemental Focus. So apparently this is still one of the best support gem. And so yeah, we used it. Plague Bearer, Enduring Cry, Full to Arm, Automation. It's just the Plague Bearer. I mean, you can replace it. I am not gonna just trying to talk up the Plague Bearer, but it just feels nice for me. And you know, it's just some extra. Look at this. Look at the glow, right? The dark glow. It looks nice, right? It fit my character. It fit the MTX that I'm having on, except for the weapon. I just want to show it off a little bit. Maybe this one is going to be better. Yeah, let's just get the black one first. Currently. Okay, so right now we are having actually 2 daggers. Holy! Hey, if we have 2 daggers, hey, that looks cool. I forgot we no longer have the shield. So okay. The Plague Bearer is very, very thematic, I would say. Look at the character. It is glowing in a dark way, right? And I like it, so I keep the Plague Bearer. In map, it is helpful, to help speed up the clear, and also it helps to break the rock, the barrels around, which is pretty nice. But in Simulacrum, it's probably quite useless, if I'm honest. You probably should have this one here should be like Firestorm or Pelting, and the other ones I think it's actually quite optimal. The thing that we are using is still Vitality level 1, Flame Dash, and Petrified Blood. That is okay. Cast with Stun, Tornado for more hits, Hinder, yeah. That is everything I want to talk about. Just know that this is way more affordable than the what I predicted like a few days ago. I thought we need to really have the Progenesis to be able to just reach wave 30 and finish wave 30, but apparently I can do it already with this setup. This is like currently 20 divine. I do spend 40 for it, but right now it is 20. So get yours if you want to play the build. This is like probably the core item right now. 2 consuming dart without the corruption, it is 1 chaos, right? But with the corruption here, it is a little bit more, like 2 to 3 divine. Let's say 3 divine. You can buy a bunch of the consuming dart and just corrupt them yourself. You don't need the unholy might. It is on kill, so it's not gonna matter when it needs to matter. Because whenever you face a single boss situation, you have nothing to kill and you do not have unholy might. And by the way, Unholy Might is just going to be 25% extra chance for Wither. It's not going to be that, big of a deal anyway. The glove, I crafted this myself. This basically cost me like 1.2, 1.3 divine something, because it's 1 divine for the base. And then I used a couple of essence for the intelligence. Essence of Spite, I believe. And then when I hit tier 1 life, I just craft the cold and chaos resistant. This is a very basic craft, very old school craft. We don't need to use the complicated and tedious corpse crafting. I bought this one. Well, try to get life and fist damage taken from hits as lightning or fire. Do not get taken as cold. I have explained that a couple of times, so I'm not gonna repeat it, but basically it's a bug, and just know it. Just get lightning taken as lightning or taken as fire, that's okay. On the implicit, roll taken as lightning, fire, or chaos is okay. As much resist as possible. We don't even need that much resistance. We are over cap a little bit here, so don't worry about it too much. You should have a lot of intelligence, and yeah, you should have a lot of intelligence in order to wear everything and get the the enfeebled, which is the gem that is requiring the most amount of intelligence. It is quite strong, so I think it is actually worth it. Currently, I am having more intelligence than I needed because I changed from a single consuming dart to 2 consuming dart. The consuming dart give a little bit of intelligence, so right now I am having like extra 20 intelligence that I don't need. So yeah, you can just reduce the requirement for other item. In this case, this ring over here, right? Is there anything else? Yeah, I think that is everything. So if you enjoy this content, if you think this is interesting, please like the video and consider to subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more. I will be playing this build for quite a while more. I plan to reach level 100 with this. I plan to upgrade it with the best gear I possibly can, probably at the point where when I have the original sins. Then I will try to do something crazier. But for now, I think Simulacrum is my home. I don't have to move. I can just chill and interact with chat while I stream. Very nice. It feels very nice, right? And yeah, stay tuned for more. If you want to join and hang out on stream, I stream every Monday to Friday from 9 p.m. EST to 3 a.m. EST the next day. Except for this week in Thursday and Friday, I have like some personal stuff that I need to take care of, so I'm going to be off for 2 days from this week, Thursday and Friday. But then, since the next week, it's going to be just face rolling all the time, right? I am going to be live every Monday to Friday. And, see you on the next video. Expect a final build guide version. Because compared to the previous iteration of a build guide video that I made, it has a lot of changes, and it has a whole lot more of improvement compared to the first version that I shared with everyone on YouTube in one of my previous videos, right? So expect that to happen. I will make sure to provide a updated and a guide for actually the most optimal setup as possible, in my opinion. And see you in the next video on stream. Peace. I need to click. Oh, okay, I found the button. Peace.